I'll just introduce our first speaker with you. She's very special to us because she's our mentor for Women Tech Makers. She's our guide, she's our support, encouragement, everything. And all activities we do are encouraged by her and guided by her. So thank you so much, Satya, for being our mentor and supporting us. And we all look up to you and are inspired by you. Thank you so much. Can we have a round of applause for her? So, Lakshya manages the Women Tech Makers program in India, which provides visibility to community and resources for women in technology. She is a data science enthusiast, building technical expertise in machine learning, Google Assistant and cloud platform. She is passionate about technology and wants more and more women becoming tech experts in the Indian developer ecosystem. Prior to this, she has been a data scientist in Somerset and a software engineer in GE Healthcare. She believes in learning technologies, listening to people, and leading from the front. On the personal side, she enjoys networking with people, playing sports, and public speaking. So thank you so much, Lakshya, for coming here. And a request to all the women out here, she is very approachable, very modest. Anything you have to share with her, ask with her. She is always very approachable. So do approach her and get inspired by her. Thank you so much. Welcome, Lakshya.
Thank you, Nikita and Mayuri. Those were really kind and sweet words. So before we go to the tech aspect, first of all, welcome to each one of you from Google developers for being here at DevFest Pune. It takes a lot of commitment to be here at on a Saturday morning, wanting to learn something new. And I promise there have been 150 plus people putting this event together for you, so I'm sure you will not be disappointed. Before I start, I want to call the organizers of these communities, who are a group of passionate individuals wanting to contribute to the community in some way. So in addition to their personal lives, in addition to what they do for a living, their day jobs, they take time out for the community. So I think you should be more inspired by them and not me. So I would like to call, if you could come, Mahavir, Rajat, Pranoti, Nikita, Mayuri, Utkarsh, Gautam, Swapnil. I hope I didn't miss out anyone. Can you give a huge round of applause? So these folks represent the communities of GDG, which is Google Developer Group, Women Tech Makers, and GCDC, which is Google Developers Cloud Communities. I would probably ask them to speak, about their communities for you to know before we get started with DevFest. Mahavir, could you tell us about GDG?
Certainly. So basically, everybody knows GDG, what GDG is, right? Yeah, Laksha told me to speak about GDG for 30 seconds only. Honestly, I don't think so it's a fair deal to talk about GDG in 30 seconds. But yeah, GDG, I think it's not only community, it's a journey, it's a family. Basically, we met each other here. The friends like you, we have somewhere around 7,000 folks. We are the largest community in the India tech community in Pune. So I don't think so it's a fair thing to talk about GDG in 30 seconds, but yes, we definitely want to give you more things to learn, more things to understand, or probably which can help you to build your career, probably your businesses as well. And yeah, definitely there are other chapters which basically other folks, other mate or maybe my colleagues will explain you. So I would request you to please join and again ask your friends, colleagues to join GDG, Cloud Communities and WTF Pune, which will help you and your colleagues and friends to grow your career.
Thank you, Mahavir. Nikita, can you talk to us about Women Tech?
Sure. I'd like to thank Laksha for giving us an opportunity. So certainly being an organizer for Women Tech Makers has taught me a lot of things. I've learned a lot from all of you, from Laksha and as well as my organizing team. So yes, communities are all about these things where you can get knowledge, you can connect with fellow developers, you can exchange knowledge, you can think about what you can do to make this industry better place to live in, wherein we can also work on the diversity gap that is still prevailing in the industry. Obviously, so we are growing towards a positive graph wherein we are getting equality amongst men and women. So today we tried really hard to have a diversity amongst the audience as well as speakers. It makes me feel awesome that we've achieved like 40% diversity, where we have 3 speakers out of the 8 speakers who are women. So yes, women are equally talented, and all the women present over here along with the men should encourage each other. And yes, of course, even the women should encourage men to be there. I mean, let's not be just focused towards the women, then only we'll be able to achieve equality.
Thank you so much, Nikita. So I'm sure we talked about inclusion of both men and women, and I have no doubts on the hard work that you have all put. Looking at the audience, the speakers, it feels really good. Utkarsh, can you tell us about GCDC?
Hi, good morning everyone. So, how many of you know about Google Cloud? Can you just raise your hands? Cool. Wow, this is good. How many of you have actually worked on Google Cloud? Cool. So recently we have started a new community called as Google Cloud Developer Community. It's called as GCDC, and I'm looking forward for you guys to join the community. And I want that to be so productive. Like going back, you'll be able to do awesome work on Kubernetes, Google Cloud, Firestore, and all the stuff. Right? So feel free to join. Reach out to me if you have any concerns, any questions. As well as I'll be available throughout the session. So just feel free to reach out to me, and we can take it like offline. So thank you guys.
Thanks, Utkarsh. I'll take 2 more minutes of your time. It just doesn't make justice to just acknowledge the 8 of them, but there are 150 plus volunteers who've been working with them, getting speakers, managing logistics. If you could come, I don't know if the stage can host so many people, but could you all come on stage, please? All the volunteers. If they're outside, please call them in. But the ones here, please come up. Can we have a huge round of applause for them? It will take them time to come from the registration desk to here because they're all on duty. Can we keep the applause going? Thank you so much, folks, for all your hard work together this event. Thank you. But convey all our thanks to them. With that,
at GDG Pune DevFest meeting, and with me here are all the organizers, the backbone of this event will be successful, and now it's time to do some Q&A with the team itself. So guys, I would love to know what are the motive behind doing such a big conference here. Like every single do everything, but you guys as a last year. So, what do you think what the live like that as well? What exactly you're planning to take that
That gender is not the type that we use for discriminating. Women are equally talented as men, so they deserve equal
So what's next, Pune? Like, what's next for your side? That's cool, and thank you so much for your time. It was great, and So yeah, let's say once again. So yeah, cheers to GDG Pune.
On your marks, get set. On your marks, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Google, from GDG Pune. I think this was perfect.
Is the most powerful aspect, right? So Kubernetes internally defines some objects. For example, pod is for running application. The stateful set is for running applications which hold sets. For example, databases, message queues, because they require disks, and disks are difficult to mount, unmount, and handle, right? You don't want to mess with your data. It's okay if your application
Regions, which regions are unconnected? Villages. The last mile villages. Okay? What I mean by last mile is generally in telecom operators.
Which is a library again, and they made it paid. So lot of things you can do, but you have to do it yourself, right? Flutter team is not focused on this, so they are totally into mobile application only. So if you want to play with it, then you can obviously go for web development as well. It actually supports that.
In their pockets. They would want to take off their smartphone from their pocket, and they would want to know information on what is on the go, and also want to know that what is the closest petrol bunk, what is the closest cafe. They wanted it, and what we did in the process was we had to build pages on the go, loading dynamic pages, helping people figure out the information that they wanted. So from being information being available, we had to move towards information being accessible. And from there, today, we are in the age of voice. From being accessible, we are moving to a world which is more assistive. Today, we want information with just voice as an input. And we see the data shows that this trend is only.
Are you in a college?
यस
तो ये बताओ कि सेमेस्टर सिस्टम से क्या फ़ायदा होता है?
फ़ायदा तो पता नहीं, लेकिन साल में 2 बार बेइज्जती हो ही जाती है.
Regions, which regions are unconnected? Villages. The last mile villages. Okay? What I mean by last mile is generally in telecom operators.
Goes to it, ramp the model, successful relationships again. Simple, same thing, just the data is different. Agree? Getting the idea? It reduces my time in programming. I can make customized products. Now
This is a library again, and they made it paid. So lot of things you can do, but you have to do it yourself, right? Flutter team is not focused on this, so they are totally into mobile application only. So if you want to play with it, then you can obviously go for web development as well. It actually supports that. Thanks.
This is the most powerful aspect, right? So Kubernetes internally defines some objects. For example, pod is for running application. The stateful set is for running applications which hold sets. For example, databases, message queues, because they require disks, and disks are difficult to mount, unmount, and handle, right? You don't want to mess with your data. It's okay if you're
Their pockets. They would want to take off their smartphone from their pocket, and they would want to know information on what is on the go, and also want to know that what is the closest petrol bunk, what is the closest cafe. They wanted it, and what we did in the process was we had to build pages on the go, loading dynamic pages, helping people figure out the information that they wanted. So from being information being available, we had to move towards information being accessible. And from there, today, we are in the age of voice. From being accessible, we are moving to a world which is more assistive. we want information with just voice as an input. And we see the data shows that this trend is only